Okay, Insomnia, let's have a fucking talk, right? Because I get it, you hired Sweet Baby as a consultant company in your company because you're incapable of any type of creativity without, the Karens looking over what, you know, what you're making and trying. You probably have connections in that company that you don't want to lose because I guess they have this invisible hand of the market over you. I don't know why this is cutting off right here. It's kind of fucking with me. But I think we can come to the conclusion that the consumer, yeah, is always right in a matter of tastes, regardless of how you feel, regardless of your opinion, regardless of the consultant companies and what they want to impose upon art and entertainment, right? So, what I have a problem with is, and this is that new Wolverine game, right? And you're like, okay, you don't even have to ask the question. You can tell this is Mystique based off all the other pictures, right? And if you look at the older Mystiques, right? I don't know. I think this is like, I know this one's kind of real. But I look at this photo, right? And this bitch has the jawline that I wish I had in fucking high school, right? So with a character that can look like any beautiful thing they want, they chose to make she chooses to look like a man for whatever reason. And I think we can stop playing make believe, right? We can stop playing pretend, and I agree that if they're willing to change the visuals in a visual medium, there's nothing stopping them from changing anything else. I mean, Insomnia already, when that came out and said, "Oh, I think we made the game too bloody," and it's like, what? My Brother in Christ is a video game. It's fantasy. This is what I want, right? And hell, they could have even made her hotter than this. But again, what people fail to understand with video games, right? Because you have the people that are twitching in the back, just waiting to call you an incel when you point this out. It's like the visuals is the bare minimum in a visual medium. And if they're willing to change the bare minimum to fit the sensibilities of people who do not even play games, because this is what Sweet Baby is, they have their own sensibility, but they don't. I doubt they themselves actually play games or play as many games as you, the consumer, right? That you has to pay 70, 80, 90 goddamn dollars for this game unless it comes out on Game Pass, which I guess it'll be like free. But these are decisions, and this is just one creative decision they made. Like, this is their best foot forward. God knows what else they will change. Like, we know they will change the story. They will change the orientation of characters. They may even change certain mechanics, right? We don't know. The game's not out, but I can confer based off what I see here because uh, I think at this point, again, hard to swallow pills. People like beautiful characters in video games. Men and women that actually play games, not the opinion of people who don't fucking play games. That, oh no, you don't need visuals because you can have good story. Why can't we have both? Good story, good plot, good everything. Why can't we have all of those? Like, if you hire Sweet Baby, you know they're going to change the visuals because that's their entire business model, right? Changing visuals, changing story to fit the sensibility. Like, these are people that wish they could work for CNN as journalists, but they can't. They're in the games industry. They enter my space, my culture, and they still impose their stupid fucking things. And they fail to see that people play games to escape reality, but with Sweet Baby, they put shit like this in our games, and it just looks like this doesn't fit the character. It doesn't fit, the story. They change the character. It does. This doesn't fit anything. She doesn't even look like an alien, right? Like an interesting human, like uh, mutant, like she does here. This is just human cosplaying as alien. Like, she has the face paint, the fucking eye, goddamn, uh, the, the contacts that change her eyes, the Karen haircut. Like, this looks like X-Men, right? This looks like it would be in a Marvel TV show. This does not. And I think, again, they deliberately make these changes because they know the consumer is not going to like it. And it makes you wonder, what other changes are they going to make in video games? And I'm going to say not very good changes in Wolverine. Like, I think this game's already going to be cooked just based off how, like, they could have just not revealed this at all, but they chose to. They're like, no, we're going to do this. I mean, and there's also this opinion that everyone says that any publicity is better than no publicity. And I'm like, well, I mean, did that work out for Star Wars? Like, every Star Wars product loses money. Like, what was the last Star Wars, like, TV show or product that came out? I mean, they do a May the 4th series every year, which, I mean, it was fine. I mean, I'd say Andor was the last thing, but Andor was good because it didn't fuck with the lore. It wasn't them trying to, add in major characters. I mean, it was a major plot point, but all of them were, I mean, there was like Mon Mothma, but before then, it's just people that you knew were going to lose, were going to die, doing dangerous situations. And you had gun blasts, you had cool effects, shooty, it was dark and gritty, and there you go. Like, I don't know why they can't just do this with Wolverine. I mean, this was an interesting character, but they beat her with the ugly stick, and they're obviously going to change the character. So now it's just, I mean, I don't need, like, we need to invent a term where they take what a character used to be, and they completely change them to be, I mean, I guess this is Mystique, but a completely different fucking, like, if this was to act the way this Mystique acted, I'd be like, oh, well, get the fuck away from me. And they know people aren't gonna like the changes, right? Like, Wolverine, he still looks like Wolverine. I mean, I ain't gonna shit on them on that. Again, them opening their fucking mouths, being like, oh, I guess it's too bloody. Get the fuck out of here with that. And I remember this being teased back in like 2020, right? And again, there's something that people need to understand in the West, because I put this on Facebook. I get a lot of people will couple them just acting irrationally mad about me, a consumer, demanding that the product I pay money for actually be for me and not people who don't play games. And I mean, I made the point that, okay, if she looked like this, it would rake in money. I mean, minus all the AI schlop. This is the Asari from fucking Mass Effect. Well, which is hot, by the way, but in In Mass Effect 4, they beat one of the Casaris with the ugly stick. I don't even know what the. I guess this is like cosplay. If it would, yeah, let's just say it looked like some bad cosplay. People would prefer that over this hyper realistic, man face with the big lips that isn't needed. Like, I think people nowadays would even prefer AI slop over this. Like, cause we know why they made these changes. We don't gotta play pretend, play make believe. It's Sweet Baby. They're a consultant company. Their entire business model is to change a product to meet the sensibility of people who do not play games. That's their like. That's then people say, oh, well, they're just gonna rebrand. Like, no, they're still here. Like, there's still people within these companies that are like holding on to those contacts and holding on to them, and you think you don't know, but I mean, there's a Sweet Baby detector. Like, they have to put. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they remove the ability to put consultancy companies, because this is business to business. Like, under any other circumstances, the consumer wouldn't know, but they absolutely tell you this is what they do, right? So I mean, if you want to keep playing make believe, go right ahead. But I'm gonna operate in reality, and in reality, I think this game is cooked. I mean, mm, actually, let me rephrase that. I think it's going to make money because maybe make just barely above what it costs to, produce the game, which is probably like $400 million because there's such a stupid overhyped price for games. But I mean, it'll sell based off curiosity, but there's already people like me that are looking at the visuals again in a visual medium and are being like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to play this. I don't care. We've been burnt before in the games industry, and people cheered the fact that these games aren't for us. So it's like I will judge the book by the cover because that's a 70, 80, 90, $100 book. And if it doesn't do the bare fucking minimum to get me interested, I'm not gonna buy. Like, I have other games to play. Fuck, I'm making a video game. I mean, let's not play around here. Let's be adults for once. Anyway, and it's too fucking expensive to be a gamer, but I'm a gamer regardless. So I'm not gonna be peddled slop and be told to eat it. Ain't happening. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Peace out.